Hello, and welcome to Debate and Reality. I'm Niamh, and I'm here with
Big Ant.
And today's topic is going to be the death of Marilyn Monroe. For those of you who don't know, Marilyn Monroe is a very, very famous and very beautiful actress, and unfortunately she died August 5th, 1962. However, a lot of people believe that in some circumstances it wasn't actually a suicide what killed her. It wasn't, or it could be a cover-up from the Kennedys, or a murder, straight up, or even that she faked her own death. So Anthony, what are your kind of views on this? What do you think?
Well, there's quite a lot of theories about what happened to her. The one that I more go for is that she committed suicide.
Right, okay.
What about yourself, Niamh?
Well, I'm more into the fact that it was, like, you know, a murder type of thing, or the fact that she might even faked her own death. But we will address the fact that there may have been a cover-up by the Kennedys, I'm sure.
So, would you like to go on about the Kennedys, how that theory works?
Yeah, I say we get the Kennedys out the way. So, some people argue that Marilyn didn't actually overdose on pills straight up, because they would have been found in the stomach during the autopsy, which they actually weren't. For those of you who are wondering, the suspected antidepressant type drug that she overdosed on were barbiturates. Apparently she took 40 of them. But also, alongside of the fact that they couldn't find any in the body, in the autopsy, there was no sort of drink or cup or anything that was in the room where she was found dead. So unless she swallowed 40 barbiturates whole, I highly doubt that she committed suicide with that amount. So from that, a lot of people believe that the Kennedys had a lot to do with it, as Robert Kennedy, she was rumoured to have a bit of an affair with Robert Kennedy, who was the son of President John F. Kennedy, who she was actually in a relationship with. Brother, I know, I corrected myself.
She did spend a lot of time with the Kennedys, so. Yeah.
So there's a possibility that she had found out a lot about what the Kennedys had been doing or were doing. So she might have known a lot of information that could have leaked out. In fact, there was
some information that maybe she wasn't meant to know.
Exactly. And there was rumoured that Marilyn Monroe had a famous diary that she kept, which had all of the information on the Kennedy brothers, not just John F. Kennedy himself, but his brother Robert, as I mentioned. So there's that theory, and also the fact that around 12 or something, a couple of hours before she was actually found, an ambulance had gone to the
location that she died,
and had actually been sent away. So possibly the Kennedys were there, had a guard there or something waiting, and told the ambulance to go away whilst they still tried to find this diary. So you believed more of the suicide route, didn't you?
Yeah, like you said, that with the pills that she supposedly took. I mean, with the
barbiturates.
Yeah, that's it. That she took them and off the shelf.
Do you think it's because of all the paparazzi? Because she did have a history of
she
liking
wasn't very
the paparazzi, wasn't it?
Yeah, I mean she was an idol back then, so I could see that all the stress and the fame was sort of too much for her. So
yeah, and the fact that she was very friendly with the Kennedys, that also built up on this paparazzi that would swarm around her and just attack her pretty much every chance she got. So I do believe that. It's sad to think that she pushed herself to
suicide.
But it's just for the fact that they couldn't find any sort of drinking vessel in the room or even pills in her body.
Yeah.
Like 40 bob, there's no way that many pills could just be completely gone during that time, could you? But
it is quite questionable. I mean, when you think on that note.
Okay. Well, before we touch up on like maybe she was murdered or maybe she's even faked her own death, we'll take a call, shall we? Okay. Hello, you are on Debating Reality. What's your name and what are your views on the Marilyn Monroe death?
Well, my name is Patty, and I can't really understand why you're talking about like Marilyn being like the president being involved with her murder. I mean, I really can't understand that. I mean, there was the mob, there was Sam G. O'Connor, there was Jack Ruby, there was all kind of other stuff. Why do you disgrace our own president by saying that he was involved?
Okay, Patty, just calm yourself down there, hon. I'm not blaming the president. I'm saying that a lot of people believe that. Maybe not JFK himself, but
this is just all purposely for fun debating with each other, and it's not meant to offend anyone in any way. It's just fun between two people.
Well, you still didn't mention the mob, mate. I mean, the mob, they were involved with everything.
Yeah, we're gonna come up onto the mafia and stuff like that now. Don't worry. But thank you for your call, Patty.
Love your show.
Okay, thank you.
Have a nice day now, Patty.
Bye. Okay, so the mafia. Ooh, that's an interesting one, isn't it?
That's quite a juicy subject.
Yeah. So there's basically implications that there was a lot of foul play between Bobby Kennedy, Peter Lawford, and the mafia and Dr. Greenson. And basically, both the Kennedy brothers had claimed that they had a relationship with Marilyn at some point in time, not coinciding with each other. That's never been actually released. But they may have discussed the political secrets with her. And as there was a lot of tension between, obviously, the president and the mafia, like the presidency and the mafia, you can probably tell that a lot of people, like the mafia, would probably try and get that information somehow. So,
yeah,
what better way than going out with the president's sweetheart?
Yeah, well, I can see how it would benefit the mobs and stuff getting that information, because like in the time the mobs were sort of like power hungry to get what they could get their hands on. So
well, apparently this
it would have been good for them to get some dirt
exactly
on the president, because then they could have had the politician or on their side.
Yeah, and well, not on their side, probably information to blackmail them into getting almost a leeway through everything. But again, almost like similar to the cover-up theory, possibly the mafia wanted the diary that supposedly Marilyn kept with all the political information on, which could have given them so much material to blackmail the president into letting them do whatever they liked around the cities, and around America, shall we just say. So, if Marilyn wasn't going to give it up, all the information up easily,
they were going to take it from her.
Exactly. So, there's another possible... Patty, if you're still listening, we covered the mafia, don't worry. But I'd like to just quickly address the faked her death, because there was a lot of pressure on her. She was this idol, she was this beautiful woman who wasn't stick thin. She did have curves, as she was very adamant in embracing the fact that all women are beautiful. There was a lot of pressure on her for the fact that she was this idol, the fact that she was this like icon for women to look upon, to be like, this is Hollywood beauty right here. Yeah, there was also like the relationship she had with the mafia, with the presidency, with his brother type of thing. So maybe she faked a death to escape everything, because it was also rumoured that the body that was found was very overweight, was had dark
body
roots.
double.
Yeah, had dark roots. There was tons of things that were. There was false teeth, false breasts. There was all these things that were like very inconsistent with Marilyn Monroe herself. So, and a lot of people have said that in 2006, I believe, they saw her on a Hawaiian beach. She was a bit hunched over, like like elderly woman not typically are, but she also, no one could forget that smile or that face or just that sheer kindness that
It's like a person that sort of stands out because of the way that she is.
Exactly, and supposedly one beach visitor actually shouted Marilyn very clearly, and as soon as she said that, this little old woman was escorted off a beach by a man straight after.
Is there actually any proof of this? Because as they say, the Chinese whispers, like one word from another gets in miscommunication.
I believe it was at least 22 beachgoers had all seen this occur at the same time, and it's normally very strange to have a mass sighting of this, like, standard with this kind of thing. So it's very hard to create like a mass hysteria over this one thing if everyone was able to see it from their own perspective. But again, the proof that she faked a death, like the pressures that she wants to get away from, also can.
There are elements of it being there, but it can't be fully.
All of those points can be put towards the fact that she did just kill herself for the sole purpose of the pressure and that. However, I think do we have time for one quick caller? Yeah, we have time for one more quick caller. He, she, whoever they may be, may have a little insight onto this. So we'll take our next and final caller. Hello, you're with Debating Reality.
Hi, this is Freddie.
Hi, Freddie.
Love your show.
Thank you.
What do you think about the idea that Marilyn Monroe may have actually been pregnant with President Kennedy's child, and so she was killed for that reason?
Well, that's actually a very interesting topic. It's been proven that Marilyn Monroe has had 2 miscarriages prior to her death, which I don't. Again, that could contribute to the fact that she killed herself or she faked her death for the sole purpose of that pressure of. Because it must be heartbreaking not being able to carry a child.
Yeah, especially like if you're that idol sort of like, and you have to like sort of come away from that.
Yeah, and there's this massive flaw of the fact that she can't do what a woman's supposed to do. I put that in air quotes, by the way, for any feminists who haven't been watching. But yeah, I can see but yeah, that is a possibility. She could have been pregnant a 3rd time and with Kennedy's child, and was actually able to fully carry on this pregnancy, unlike miscarrying it prior, like to the 2 prior. So yeah, again, Kennedy's could have been involved with the with murdering her for the sole purpose of they wanted to cover up the baby, cover up this baby that was happening.
Cover up the child, and like I don't think it would look good for the president if it was like sort of like going around getting women pregnant and stuff.
Well, thank you for joining me, Anthony. It's been an absolute pleasure to have you.
It's been a pleasure talking to you as well.
Thank you, Patty and Freddie, for your calls and your insights onto this. This has been really fun. Yeah, I think we've made our closing remarks on the subject. Let us know what you think about this whole Marilyn Monroe death, situation. We'd love to hear from you.
And again, as I have to repeat what I said to Patty, that any subjects we do touch upon, it's not to offend anyone in any way of any opinions they have. It's just
for the banter, isn't it?
It's just for the banter.
Yeah. Alright. Thank you for watching Debating Reality, and remember, the truth is out there. I've been Niamh. And
I've been Anthony.
Thank you for watching. Goodbye.
Color.